All right, I call this meeting to order at 9:01 p.m. Director Johnson, can you listen to the fight song, please? All right, moving to roll call, Attorney General Jones.
President Colquitt.
President.
Vice President Bell.
President.
Treasurer Ononga. Chief of Staff Coma. Deputy Chief of Staff Moore. Director Hammond. Assistant Director Dobbin. Director Sani. Present. Assistant Director Bacha. Present. Director Battle. Assistant Director Parker. Director Traore. Director Farmer. Assistant Director Johnson. Director Johnstone. Assistant Director Mkumbuzi. Director Edwards. Assistant Director Dixon. Director Thompson. Assistant Director Moore. Director Etienne. Assistant Director Fletcher. Director Odusanya. Assistant Director Abdul. Director Adewole. Assistant Director Ajayi. Director Brown. Representative Moore. Representative Tang. Representative Linsky. Representative Lewis. Representative Johnson. Representative Entwistle. Representative Thompson. Representative Robinson. Designer Cockpo. President Pro Tempore Rhymes. Senator Charles Zero. Present. Appropriations Chair White.
President.
Senator Liu.
Present.
Senator So.
President.
Senator Agumezi. Present. Senator Chen.
President.
Government Operations Chair Crosby. Senator Uma.
President.
Senator Holland. Senator Bendu. Senator Jackson. Senator Weems. Present. Senator Gentry.
President.
Senator Thatch. Senator Vivian Wilson. Present. Chief Justice Bennett. Deputy Chief Justice Olaniyan. Associate Justice Sonia. Present.
Okay, moving to approve the minutes. Okay, hearing that, seeing daily members of the agenda. Hearing none, seeing none. Right, we do have a guest speaker. We have Also Assistant Director of Alumni Outreach with Philanthropy, so we can give them a warm, happy.
Thank you. What would be easier, Sean, for the PowerPoint?
Sorry.
What would be easier for the PowerPoint? Do you want me to just tell you move the slide, or do you want me to come over and stand by you?
You can, I can tell you this.
Okay. Howdy, y'all. I am Margaret. Like Sean said, I'll be back to Mike, sorry. I am Margaret Paulson. I am the Assistant Director of Alumni Outreach and Student Philanthropy. I am a proud 2011 graduate. I was an environmental science major here at Towson with a concentration in geology, but I have been at Towson since I graduated. So starting on my, what are we, 23, starting my 13th full year. So it's been a long time at Towson. Sean, if you want to move to the next slide, please. So this is just some photos from my time at Towson, going from my freshman year all the way over to my senior year. One of my favorite memories at Towson was Snowmageddon. So in 2010, my junior year, we had snow back-to-back blizzards. So we used to go sledding down the hill by Smith Hall. I lived in Towson Run. We didn't have lunch trays over there, so we slid down the hill in trash bags. Pretty well in my thought. But that was one of my fondest memories. And then being part of the Alumni Association just gives us, or me, or anyone, that same sense of camaraderie from that we experienced when we were here at Towson. So it's a really fun thing that we had. All right, next slide. So the TU Alumni Association is a non-dues paying organization, meaning once you graduate, you are automatically a member. You don't have to pay to join, it's free. Yay, free! We do a lot of different events, ranging from social events, networking events, sporting events, panels. We hit the gamut of everything, and we have lots of benefits and services offered. So just today's presentation, I'm just going to do a little bit of an overview of everything that we have, and then get some feedback and thoughts from all of y'all, because we're interested in knowing what you guys want to see when you graduate. Next slide. So events-wise, we do virtual events. With COVID, we did webinars, and we did a variety of topics. We did gentrification in Baltimore City. We did cooking classes. We did tips and tricks on buying a car. One of our alumni owned CarMax. I think it was CarMax. So he did a presentation on it and gave us some tips and tricks and secrets in the industry. So that was pretty cool to learn that. We have a book club that's all virtual, books chosen. You have 3 months to read it. There's discussion boards. And that same company also offers different webinars that you can do that helps better yourself. So personal betterification. With events, we do, like I said earlier, social, networking, and regional. Some of our more popular events are our Florida events. So each year for spring training, we go down to Florida, do 2 crab feasts before one of the games, and then go to the games. And we also hit another area of Florida. Every year, we also hit California, New York, DC, and then we change it up with other locations. This year, or this past year, we went to Phoenix, Arizona, and Texas, Houston. We just went to Houston and Austin. We're looking to go to North Carolina, maybe the Pacific Northwest. We have alumni all over the country and in 81 states. So there's a wide variety of areas where we can go to. We also do athletic events. So we go to, we do the homecoming alumni zone for homecoming. We did the away tailgate at Maryland this year. We're going to wherever the large game is next year that I don't remember. So we're going to do a tailgate there. But we also do Orioles games, Dodgers, any of the baseballs. Haven't been able to do football, but that's okay. It's a dream. And then obviously brewery tours, wineries are some of our more popular. Now in regards to students, I focus on students with my events. So we do accepted student send-offs. It's where we welcome our incoming freshmen and transfer students from the Maryland area. We go to different counties and welcome them in. And then for our graduating students, we do senior week. So it's a week where we celebrate all of our graduating students, both undergraduate and graduate, offering a variety of events from photos to webinars to happy hour where you decorate your caps for graduation with supplies. And then in the spring, you're invited to Top Tigers in their 20s and senior celebration. Slide. That's great. And this is just a picture portrait of various events. The top left, we did a crab feast this past summer, our first one on campus in the South Campus Pavilion. It was sold out. It was really fun. We do volunteering events. One of the middle event on the right is in Virginia at a winery. Distinguished Alumni and Dean's Recognition Awards. The bottom one in the middle is charcuterie. We just did a charcuterie class on Sunday. And then the one on the left is out in California, one of our Alliances events. Next slide. So I want this to be a little interactive and just get some feedback and thoughts from y'all. So it's not just me chatting at you. What programming would you guys like to see for senior week? What would be beneficial? Some of our webinar topics and or seminars have been job interviewing, tips and tricks on searching for jobs, how to write a resume and cover letter, negotiating salary, something else I don't remember. But what would you guys like to see? We typically do senior week the first full week of May. So it hits in the spring, it's the first full week of May. Winter, it's typically the first full week of December. So right before final start. So it's a nice little break before you jump into all the craziness. So what would you like to see during that period as events? What would you be interested in learning as you're getting ready to graduate and leave the university?
President Lewinsky.
Hi, first of all, thank you so much for coming. I was thinking, you mentioned resume building, and I was thinking maybe it might be beneficial to like help college students look back at like, okay, past 4 years, 5 years, whatever, what experience falls under like which category, what is like your strong suits, what the highlights. I think a lot of people gather things over, they gather resume experience and leadership experience and stuff to put on your resume, but maybe some of it isn't relevant to the job you're applying for. Maybe some of it falls under leadership and some of it falls under volunteer. Like maybe help them kind of say like, what did you participate in over college? What did you do with like what is your strong suit? What do you want to highlight? That kind of thing.
So like a more one-on-one.
Yeah, kind of, or even just like a general like guiding them on like forming a resume based off your 4 years of college experience. Like what did you do that was relevant, or what did you do that was, like what to highlight, if that makes sense.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah. Amazing. All right, we'll put you in there.
I feel like, in resumes, would a portfolio also be like included in that?
I think it depends on your major and
So
what the
like,
job industry you're going into.
so like, let's say I was like an art major, or a film major. Would that be included in the resume building?
We haven't focused on the arts. We could do specific college-wise ones.
I feel like portfolio would be good.
And it just doesn't have to be, it doesn't just have to be events that I've done. It's just what else you would want to see.
Director Johnston.
Maybe an event focused on like grad specific scholarships or debt management. Because I know it's a really big thing for many people getting into grad school.
Thinking like two things, like one, like how to move out of your house, how to move out of your parents' house. And then also like a CV builder, because I know people focus on resumes, but some disciplines require CVs and it's a completely different piece.
That goes over in the operate resume.
More.
That's okay. I'm doing this.
I was gonna say, I'm not sure if this falls under your jurisdiction, I guess the word is, but the Tiger Mentor Network, I think maybe doing something with them and offering like an individualistic or individualized program to where students can get some advice from people in their soon-to-be field might be a good idea.
Would you want one-on-one or would you be like groups? So you have like one alum with a couple of students?
I think either or would work. I think whatever would be easier for your groups, probably like a group one, like you can group the fields and allow the students to like ask the mentor some questions and see what they can offer. And then maybe if they have like a more specialized question, you can like connect them to somebody.
President Roberts.
I think a good idea would be like an alumni job fair.
Or description?
Get like alumni who are in like hiring positions. And they get them to come to Towson so that you already have that established connections the job fairs already have where you're talking to strangers.
Director Campbell.
I think it would be really nice to have some like financial building workshops like over the course of a few like months, just to see like if people are like financially responsible as they are transitioning from undergrad to, you know, getting their own houses and, you know, whatever they may be enduring after graduating undergraduate. So that would be
These are
great.
multiple classes on different subjects within financial.
Yeah, maybe like we may have some financial advisors that graduate from Towson that could help students, you know, better their financial plan. Or maybe for undergrad students, having that financial planning right before they transition out of undergrad would be nice.
Assistant Director M. Kambuzi.
I think everybody like has said something like this. I'm very serious, so like mine might not be as serious. However, like I'm big on making memories. I'm big on like you know, remembering on everything that you've been through, the journey you've had. So I don't know if there's something available right now for the seniors to kind of like commemorate their years here and to kind of like leave a lasting memory or memoir or something like that. So something to just like leave a memory here, essentially.
Any others before I move on?
Director Aqua Music.
It's okay if you don't remember.
Yeah.
All right, no worries.
Director Bell.
Do we already got like a cookout?
Seniors, yeah.
So I've been doing, I started this program in 2019 for Senior Week, just in general. Our first year, we did a senior cookout, where y'all were just invited. And then we transitioned that into the senior celebration with top Tigers in their 20s. But if you want to see a cookout instead, could put that back in the ideal world.
Thank
Mhm.
Appropriation Chair White.
I kind of just wanted to add on to the job fair idea. So I feel like at the job fairs, there should be a little bit more variety of jobs, because I know like the last one I went to wasn't really much of variety. So like I feel like we should like make sure that there's somebody to talk to for everyone.
Appropriates Chair White.
So I was just wondering, do you have events for the winter and the spring or just the spring?
So we do photos for both. We used to do a smaller number of webinars or seminars for winter graduates and then happy hour as well, but it was a very low turnout rate. So we're putting more effort into the spring ones, still offering photos for the winter. And then also going to invite then those that graduated in December to come back to any of the seminars, webinars that are happening in the spring. All right, I'm going to move on, Sean, please. Okay, so another one of the events that I handle here in our office is the Alumni Association / SGA / Career Center networking event. So it's a partnership between the alumni office, the alumni board, the Career Center, and the SGA to do a networking event with our alumni board of directors, some other past members of the Alumni Association board of directors, career partners from the Career Center, whether they're alumni, employers, or just their partners in general. And then our student leaders, so you guys, we invited our TU Student Foundation, which is a student philanthropy group on campus that I manage. They do Pumpkin Smash, if you guys saw that at the end of October, that was them. And then some other campus leaders groups that we like to incorporate as well. One of our last year, we incorporated it, or this past spring, we incorporated it with Senior Week. So that was the end of, or the beginning of May. We would love to do that partnership again. So the thought is to do it earlier in spring because end of May or beginning of May, it's really hard for y'all. With this event, you get a lot of networking opportunities, mentorships. In the past, when we've done it, we've had a lot of students get internship or job opportunities from our board members who have been there. So they get connections that they can apply with after they graduate. How would you guys feel about doing it in an earlier time? February, March? I'll leave it up to the leaders, yeah? Yes, February, March.
Not me.
It's not May.
Yeah, I think February is a good.
February, okay. We come back January 28th-ish, you know, it's a Sunday, 29th. Okay, end of February?
Yes.
Okay.
Use the mic, please. Use this one.
I'm sorry, can we do like more like the beginning of February? Cause like, I feel like if I'm going towards like the end of February, like March is more just like winding down and like class and stuff like that, but
Mid-February.
like beginning of February, like first day we get back, get like, no,
That's a little early, y'all are just come back.
I want a job, I'm sorry. I don't know about y'all. It would be great.
Okay.
Job now. I have one, I need more.
We'll see what the availability is. But we'll connect with leadership and get it out. Okay. Next slide, please. Okay, so going into some other programs that our office oversees, we have our alumni alliances. These groups are groups of alumni, or formed from groups of alumni that share a common interest, whether it's social interest, regional, geographical, or student activity that they were part of when they were here at Towson. So on there is our list of our current alliances. Our largest one right now is Marching Band and TBAA, which is the Towson Black Alumni Alliance, and then our Business and Leadership Alumni Alliance. All three of those are very, very active alumni alliances and do lots of events on campus and off campus. Then we have our scholarships and grants program. So our office offers scholarships. We have 4 different scholarships that are open for all students to apply. We have the Alumni Association Scholarship. We have the Ronald L. Peterson, which is for incoming freshmen. We have the Graduate Scholarship, which is for graduate students. And then we have the Distinguished Scholar, which is specifically for children of alumni who've earned 24 credits, so the beginning of their sophomore to senior year. All of them are a minimum of $1,000 up to a little bit more, one-time award. Deadline annually is January 5th, so if y'all are gonna be here for fall 2024, don't hesitate to apply. And then we also have professional development and community grants. Professional development grants are specifically for alumni, so it can help them get more classes if they're looking to change careers, helping them with new classes in undergraduate. If they want to go to a conference, present at a conference, professional membership to a different thing, they can apply for that grant and we can help pay for that. The community grant is open to all members of the TU community, whether you're faculty, staff, alumni, students, friends of the university, as long as your project has either an impact on the Towson community or is run by a TU community member or in some way touches Towson, you could apply for it. One of our grant winners this year for the community grant was Madison Page. She just graduated, she's getting ready to graduate. She's on the GSA, but she applied on behalf of the GSA for funding to help with the regalia closet. So that's kind of cool for our graduate students. And then one of our professional development grant winners this year is researching for cancer, and he's presenting at an international conference. So he applied for money for that. Sorry, voice crack. Next slide, please. Yes, John.
Can I get that bottom picture sent to me, please?
Yes. Sean is in the one picture. He came out to our alumni Tiger Veterans Alliance kickoff. That's why I chose that picture, Sean, because you were in it. So these are just some more of our programs. So the awards programs, you guys have heard me mention the 20 Tigers in their 20s. It is the top Tigers in their 20s. So that program recognizes young alumni 32 and under whose achievements or contributions have positively impacted their community or their profession. Volunteer recognition just recognizes all of our volunteers. We do volunteer events at local community areas, volunteering here on campus, alumni coming back to talk to any of your classes, helping with events, different things like that. If they volunteer, they get recognized. And then distinguished alumni and dean's recognition is our top awards. Each dean chooses an alum who have achieved professional achievements. They recognize them, and then the distinguished alum is someone who has gone above and beyond in their achievements, contributions. This year, one of our recipients was a rocket scientist, which was pretty cool. So we have one of those in our alumni banks. Next slide. Perfect, already there. So Tiger Connect is our alumni-only online community. It's where you can go to see all of our different programs, events, benefits, services, everything that we offer. Listed on there is just some of our top ones. So one of my favorites are the discount tickets to Hershey Park and the aquarium, and then Hippodrome. That was kind of fun. We saw The Wiz this year. That was a fun event. You get access to the Career Center for 2 years through graduation. We have an insurance program, so you can get insurance for car, pet, rental, house, et cetera, et cetera. You get a 10% discount at the school store for being an alum. And then we have our nomination waiver. So once you're an alum, you can nominate one incoming undergraduate student and save them their $45 application fee. So it's pretty nice. Okay, one more question for y'all. What type of events, programs would you be interested in attending as a young alum?
I went to like a cocktail hour. Like a cocktail hour with a young alum, you know, somewhere we could just mingle on like a social level and just be able to put her on the road. That'd be very nice.
So you don't want any further aspect besides the mingling and food?
Well, that's just one event out of many that you.
Would you want it business oriented? So like networking mingling?
Yeah, business oriented.
Would you want it just young alumni, or would you want everybody?
Yeah, young maybe for the first one, so you get connected with your young peers first, and then maybe one with everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. Assistant Director, Infobuzi.
Hello, so, I'm very big on like giving back. I'm also very big on like working with the younger generation. So I think like as a young alum, an opportunity to talk to the new freshman class maybe, just like, I think someone had mentioned it as like that for a senior, but I think also the same thing as a young alum. Just to let them know like, hey, this is what you might see once you graduate. These are some things you might have to look to or look towards or forward to once you graduate. So just like an opportunity to kind of mentor them essentially.
So like the Transfer Mentor Network, but for freshmen. Yes.
Yes.
Director Edwards.
So I thought of the idea, I know in high school you do class reunions. I think it'd be cool to do like university level. I think that would be cute.
Would you want a wide variety of years? So we currently reunion wise, we have our 50th reunion. We don't do any other reunions. But would you want a range like 0 to 5 years out, just 10 years out?
Everyone's saying 10.
I'm like, I'm getting a 10 every like 10. Okay.
Everyone's saying every 10 years. That would be.
Would you come out for year specific?
Yes, like how in high school they do like class of 2024, in 10 years they're gonna go back to their high school. Like for us, everyone graduating spring 24, come back in spring 34, like that.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Mhm. Any other fun ideas? Programs, events?
I'm gonna do
I would say like a talent show, basically, just a fun event.
we'll do two more, just be in, next time. Senator Gentry.
My idea just like kind of start building off of like the service aspect, maybe doing like a service opportunity for alumni, because that'll probably allow them to have the opportunity to like talk to and network with alumni with similar interests that want to serve the community and stuff.
Director Infobuzi.
So I saw something interesting earlier today. So I'm part of the Honors College, and then Honors of Color, and they essentially do like a fundraising to offer a new student who joins the Honors of Color a scholarship to the school. So I don't know if we'd be interested in essentially doing a volunteer fundraising event where we could also offer an incoming freshman who decides to join SGA a scholarship essentially to the school or for whatever books or wherever the case may be.
Your all suggestions. I appreciate it. So the next slide is just our social media. So follow us on social. You can see everything that we've been doing, and we'll continue to do so you guys get a glimpse of what's coming up for y'all. And then sorry, Sean. On the side is just Kane Collective. That is our first foray into licensed consumables from Towson University. So Kane Collective is co-owned by a TU alum, CJ, and he and his two partners created this mixer. And we are working with licensing and marketing to create the first TU consumable product. So it's really exciting. Okay. So just a super quick recap. The Alumni Association is free. Once you graduate, you're automatically a member. You don't have to do anything. You get to connect with other alumni, attend fun events. We always have discounts, really fun giveaways, different opportunities to connect. Over 70% of our over 190,000 alumni live in Maryland. So all of our events are a great way to connect with our large alumni base. And then just some upcoming events. Tomorrow is Pause for Thanks. So 11 to 2 downstairs on the second floor. We'll be there saying thank you to all of our donors at TU. For senior week this semester, photos are in December, the 12th, 5th, or the 6th, the 5th, the 6th, and the 8th. So you can check out the sign up. Emails are coming out shortly. Later in December, we have the coffee break with TUSF. So come stop by the library, get free coffee, and prepare for finals. And then just a heads up, Doc Hugathon in February 2024. Any other further questions? That concludes my presentation.
That's awesome. We do appreciate it.
I appreciate all the thoughts.
All right, before I continue, this is a reminder that this is a professional meeting, so your laptop should not be out. I also should not be hearing rappers wiggling for somebody's eating. And hats should not be worn during this meeting either. So yeah, please do put your laptops away, stop chewing on the food, and take your hats off, please. Thank you. All right, continuing. Public participation in student concerns. Hearing none, seeing none. All right, moving to communications. Advisor Harris.
Happy Tiger Tuesday. I have to bust out my yellow sweater today. I have a few announcements that are gonna start with some feedback and some reminders. So the first is I can tell that we're sort of in a slump this week and last week, understanding the time has changed, the weather has changed, and our energy, I think, as such, has also changed. This is a reminder, we've got a few more weeks of school left. I hope that y'all are all able to find some energy, that you're taking the time you need to rest, but also to remember your responsibilities. So all of us have signed up to participate, particularly in this organization, but I also imagine y'all are doing other things outside of being a student. And so I don't want y'all to lose sight of the responsibilities that you signed up for. It is a stark feeling. Our patterns are shifting right now, and I want to get us back on track. So this is a reminder, there are lots of campus resources that you can utilize through the health and wellness spaces, the counseling center, the health center, but also academically. So if you need support through your academics, make sure you're using campus resources like the Writing Center or any tutorial services so that y'all can do what you need to do to be successful and to finish this semester off strong. I also want to say happy budget week. I know David is going to talk a little bit about this, but as a part of the trend that I just mentioned, I've also noticed that there's been a lack of attendance at some required meetings. So it's budget week. At the very bare minimum, our budget committee needs to be present at budget hearings. You all received an email a few weeks ago that clearly outlined all of the timeframes for each budget hearing on each day. I encourage you to go back to that email to find those specific details. I will also, sometime during this meeting, send you an updated email that's a reminder that this is a commitment you all have made. David and I sat in maybe 6 or 8 budget hearings, just him and I this morning. I am not a member of this organization. I'm your advisor, so I'm here to support and help you. This is all of your responsibility to make sure these processes are happening. So please revisit your information so you know what's going on.
And then for communication in general, some of you have done really, really great this semester with including me on communications that you're sending to director levels and above. Please continue to do that. And then if you have not been doing that, this is a reminder, when you're communicating with campus partners or outside entities that are at the director level or above, or about a matter that seems pretty important, you should be including me on the CC line. I am not here to oversee all the things you're doing, but I am here to support you. I often get in conversations with campus partners who might say to me, hey, SGA reached out to me about this thing. And I might look at them like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And that's not a good look. So include me just so I'm aware. And if I can offer or contribute thoughts or ideas about how you can benefit from whatever relationship you're trying to build, I will chime in to let you know. There's a opportunity that a colleague has sent to me. So is anyone in SGA in the Honors College? Yeah. One? Oh, shout out. So students, so if y'all didn't know this, you can actually join the Honors College while you are already a student. So if you're interested in joining the Honors College, there are tons and tons of benefits to that. Honors also look really good on your resume and your academic transcripts. There is a open house or like an event for it next Tuesday at 5 p.m. The Honors College is hosting it. You should show up if you are interested. Are there any questions, comments, concerns? Sean?
Senator Lou. He has a mic.
So like my question is that like only like this semester I also like tried to join the honors college, but the information that I got back was like it was kind of hard for like transfer students to get in because we're kind of like our schedules a little online. So I thought like is it like too late or anything like that?
It's a good question. I do not know the details. Do you know the details? Do you have a microphone?
Freshman council. Paying the mic.
I think you can register at any time. There's stands that I see, okay, this was a few weeks ago when I saw the stands, but you should be able to still register. I think I can look it up for you afterwards, but I can see who you can speak to get onto the form where you register, and it's pretty simple. But you should be able to do it anytime during the year.
Thanks. I'll forward you the information I have as well with the details of that. So we'll both do some follow-up. If there's no other questions, I yield.
Appropriations Committee.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Happy Tiger Tuesday, all. We didn't meet today. I want to give everybody a rest because the majority of us were in budget hearings all day yesterday. And I want to thank the senators that were in there yesterday that did the great work that these documents say on how to help student orgs move forward. I know most of us, if not all of us, on that committee had class today. So, and I know we'll be hitting the ground running tomorrow. With that, I yield.
Going Operations Committee.
Hello, everybody. Sorry for the attire. I was coming from work. Happy to see everybody else dressed up though. Following appropriations chair's remarks, thank you guys for your work yesterday. I wasn't there today, but I will be there all day tomorrow. I have the minutes uploaded for Lance Harris. As far as Government Operations Committee Monday, that meeting that I referenced to you guys in the last committee meeting about legislation and setting up an event, that'll be happening. So if you want to, or if you are interested in that, please come on Monday. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on budget committee. Oh, if you are in the committee, please look in the group meet. That schedule was sent out about meeting times. Please make yourself available. If you find yourself sitting at the table and you aren't a part of the committee, please move so somebody in the committee can be there. A lot of money being talked about. They need to know this information. With that, I yield.
in December, USM will be meeting, student regent interviews will be happening at Towson. We will be hosting the USM meeting. If you're interested in coming to that, if you're interested in being a student regent, those interviews will be happening in person. So if you want to talk to me, President Colquitt, Advisor Harris, any one of us, information about that, please do let us know. Okay, now, I yield.
Director, in conclusion. Granted. Granted. Rules Committee.
I'll be talking Tuesday, y'all. Not much to report. We'll meet this Friday from 12 to 12:50. And also, Senators, I want to say thank you to the ones who have signed up for one-on-ones with me and Vice President Bell. To the ones who haven't signed up, please sign up. VP Bell emailed you guys the link, so just sign up when you can. Thank you. After this week, we're not gonna do one-on-ones, so and I'm pretty sure there's gonna be like consequences behind that if you don't do your one-on-ones. But please do your one-on-ones. Any questions? With that, I yield.
Happy Tiger Tuesday, everybody.
Tiger Tuesday.
I got sure, that time of the year, I gotta break down. I know, so yeah, just make sure you guys are taking care of your health, eating your soup, getting your rest, doing things that make you happy, whatever makes you feel good, and healthy. Because it's certainly that time of year where we feel physically and mentally just not there. So whatever you need to do to make that happen, certainly do those things. Just a few announcements for you guys today. We're hosting a safety walk in partnership with TUPD, Public Safety, shout out to you. And as well as the facilities management team. It's a really important event where we kind of sweep through the entire campus and identify areas of safety concern in terms of accessibility, walkability, and overall safety. So it's an important event. It will be taking place November 16th, which is next Thursday, 6:30 p.m. starting at Tiger Plaza. How Maryland weather is going, I'm not sure if it'll be warm or cool, but we do have hot chocolate ordered, so hopefully let's pray for cold weather, I guess. No one wants to drink hot chocolate or warm, but I think it comes to it. And I also want to send a thank you message to the SJ members on the Tiger Advocacy Advisory Team. There have been a lot of tablings, protests, demonstrations across campus, and in case any situations arise, where students need to be reminded of their First Amendment rights or of TU policies, it's always good and important to have those student members there. So just thank you guys, Vice President Bell, Director Brown, for always showing up for those events. Certainly is appreciated. Lastly, before Member of the Week, I attended the University System of Maryland Student Council's meeting on this past Sunday, where we discussed, shout out to Government Operations Chair Crosby. He's the vice president of that body, but we met this week to talk about continued support for international students, and I'll provide more updates for that as we have them. As Government Operations Chair Crosby shared, our student visa applications are due soon. Our internal due date is going to be November 20th. We have to get those nominations up to Dr. Hurt along with your nomination packet. So this is particularly for the freshman council and any other freshman or sophomore members of the body that are interested. The USMSC and the Board of Regents is essentially the governing body for all 12 USM institutions, over 175,000 students. They vote on our policies that govern the system. It's a really important body. There are 2 student members, and every year, 1 student member graduates and a new one is added. So it's a really important work, and we're happy to help you prepare for the application. Like Chair Crosby mentioned earlier, we are hosting a meeting where interviews are going to take place in December. So yeah, look forward to hopefully sending up some names. This is I've been around the block a couple of times, so we've submitted a couple names for Regent. I've helped a couple people with applications and excited to continue doing so. Hopefully we can get a Regent from Towson University again. We also discussed the religious accommodations policy that the Maryland General Assembly passed, which went into effect this past July. And it basically amended the existing policy to state that institutions of higher education must provide an accommodation for students, including excused absences for a student to observe faith-based or religious holidays.
or participate in organized religious activities, and that includes any school instruction day, including examinations. So that's important. Academic affairs folks, keep that in mind if we ever get any student concerns regarding that. And lastly, our member of the week. This person is certainly one of the kindest hearted people that I know. We all appreciate their hard work in SGA and just overall being a good person, hardworking, very generous, always overgoing, and going 110% above what is required and expected for their position. So I know that I'm grateful and thankful, and I can probably speak for all of us for your spirit and your energy and your work. So congratulations and thank you, Director Troy. Any questions? No comments? Hands a lot there. All right, no questions? If not, you. Treasurer Warren.
Happy Cyber Tuesday, everybody. Like Carolyn was saying, budget committee, we gotta do better. But yeah, if you're not interested in it, please leave. Somebody else will be willing to join so we can get a lot of work done. That's pretty much it. And it's a day coming up y'all should know about.
Nope, I
don't know, I'm talking about a birthday, but your birthday coming up. Any questions? With that,
Happy Tiger Tuesday.
Happy Tiger Tuesday.
All right, so first I would like to begin with, another issue with weekly reports. I just wanted to say that it's not enough to simply state like office hours without specifying what activities were completed during that time. So if you just put office hours, like, I don't know what you're doing. Yeah, and then I also want to emphasize that if you haven't like formally like scheduled a meeting with someone, it cannot be like listed on your weekly report. Like brief, impromptu, pop-up, like 5-minute conversations can't be on your weekly report. So then I'm like, oh, Kayla, you had a meeting with this person, which I'll talk about. She's like, you know, I didn't have any meeting with them. So yes, and then also, please, if you're gonna be late or not coming to GA, please fill out an absence request form or just let me know if you're gonna be late. If I say your name during attendance and you're not here, then I'm excused absence. And then also, oh yeah, putting nothing much to report on your weekly report. You know, just know, because again, I don't know what you're reporting. And then just to reiterate what Sean said earlier, Vice President Bell, I'm sure some of you have noticed as well that like the eating and being on your phone during GA, especially when we have guest speakers, it's really disrespectful and rude. So it's just important to, you know, maintain like a high level of respect and attentiveness during GA. Yes, and I have one more thing. Oh, yes. Just to remind everyone of our dress code policy, we require that members wear dress shoes and refrain from wearing sneakers. Not allowed. So yeah, but if you have any questions or concerns regarding anything, just feel free to reach out to me and I'll be more than happy to assist. Any questions? Hey, guys.
Chief of Staff, welcome.
Hi all, happy Tiger Tuesday. Okay. Okay, so to begin, last week I collaborated with the directors of marketing and special project alongside Treasurer Wonga to create an event cheat sheet that can be accessed for all. This can be found in SharePoint in the general information tab. This basically is gonna be like your handbook. If you're having an event, it shows the timelines, have access to the form, all that event planning stuff, so there's no confusion, absolutely zero confusion on the timelines and how the process works. Today I actually met with SSP alongside the Department of Special Projects to coordinate our joint Friendsgiving. Yeah, with that I yield.
How about civic engagement?
Hey everyone, just a couple of announcements. The Office of Civic Engagement and Social Responsibility will be hosting an event. The event name is TU Resource Share, and it's called Navigating World Events. It will be held on November 15th, 5 to 7 p.m. The event will be facilitated by both students and faculty. As you all may be aware, the back ban has been officially put into place. Students will be charged some cents if they opt in to receive a reusable bag. And good news, we started planning American Recycle Day that will take place November 15th. Hope by the end of this week, after we have our meeting, to share more infos. Any questions? With that, I
How about communications? Happy Third Tuesday, everyone. This week we've been pre-making posts and added them to our new scheduling calendar for more efficient scheduling. Full transparency, the Club of the Week has been having a low attendance rate, so we're using this week to take the time to figure out the best ways to reach more of the student body. So if you have any ideas to increase attendance rates, please text or email me. We are bringing back SJ Poll Friday this week as the whiteboard is now fixed, so be ready to be in a video. And we started working on a new segment where we spotlight different resources that SGA supports and just figuring out the best way to get that information out there because there are a lot of students that don't know about our resources. Any questions? I yield.
Hey y'all, so today we had our Tiger Tuesday tabling event and it was very successful. We gave away another 100 bags. And we participated, had like student engagement by just having students participate in a Towson trivia. We also gave them the resource list that we have in the SGA office. And I want to say thank you to everyone who came out yesterday and helped us make those 100 bags. You guys were all very helpful. Don't forget to put that on your involved at TU. And we're gonna have another tabling event next Tuesday along with another bagging on Monday. So that sign up genius will be sent out later this week. And we're also planning a bonfire and s'mores. It was posted on the SGA Instagram. So please make sure that you repost it and that you guys come out for that. We're also going to collaborate with the freshman council. I'm hoping that they'll speak more on that. Any questions? With that, I yield.
Department of Diversity and Inclusion.
Hi, everyone. So just one thing to report, the outreach, we are currently working on the form for the Native American Heritage Month powwow. So we're gonna send that over to President Coker, and we're also gonna send that over to Sophie as well. And that's it. Any questions? With that, I yield.
Good evening, everyone. Couple updates. Yesterday, myself and Chief Justice Bennett met with the Graduate Student Association and they formally supported our mental health day bill, so that was pretty cool. Also, an email has been sent out for those that volunteered with Red Cross for the sickle cell awareness blood drive to get your free t-shirt if you helped out. Menstrual Health Week is next week. There's a whole bunch of events. There's a tabling, there's a period care party, there's gonna be raffles, giveaways, all that good stuff. So make sure you guys come out to that. Also, there's a Menstrual Health Week product drive. There's a box in our office, so make sure to donate any products you may have. And lastly, met with campus partners for the fall de-stress event. That's coming very soon. Any questions? All right, with that, I yield.
Hello, first off, I have some notes from the Director of Academic Affairs who couldn't be here today, unfortunately. They said, hey guys, my apologies on not being here today. I'm currently fighting a sickness. Just a few announcements. The night of procrastination will be next week, November 14th in the library. A post should be coming about that soon, so stay tuned. If you'd like to help, please reach out to them or AD Dalvin. FAFSA is opening on December 1st, so please get ready for that so you can turn your FAFSA in early and get as much money as possible. And if you have any questions, please feel free to text them. As for the Department of Legislative Affairs, we have had multiple meetings over the past week with both Director Harris and Director Leno, or Vice President Leno, my apologies. The Tiger Pride Day date has been finalized. It will be on March 6th. So that is the first Wednesday in March. Please mark that down in your calendars. You are expected to be there full time. Let's see. We are also working on formulating a Tiger Pride Day committee. So that is a committee where we will be planning Tiger Pride Day, doing some logistical things. If you have any interest in planning Tiger Pride Day this year, please let me know and I will happily add you onto the committee. I believe our first meeting is next Thursday, maybe, to be determined. We are also planning an event with Director Sani. It will be an event focused on thrifting clothes, and I believe it will be in cooperation with the Basic Needs Hub. So once we get more information about that, we will let you guys know. And any questions? I yield.
How about special projects?
Hi, everyone. Happy Tiger Tuesday. There are a lot of exciting events coming up this month, and I would love for everyone to show up to those events if you can and are available. Also, if you're planning on applying for the student regent position, I think you should. Although I did not get the position, I will definitely do it all over again. So I think you should. And if you have any questions about like the application process, I am willing to help you with that.
Public marketing.
Good evening, everyone. Happy Tiger Tuesday. Over the last week, the marketing team has been hard at work working on a number of graphics. I just want to take the time to commend the marketing team for the work that we did over the last week. Coming up this week, we'll continue the hard work, and if you have any specifications for any graphics you submitted or anything, please feel free to let us know so we can make sure we format and style it to your liking. Any questions? With that, I yield.
Public student facilities and affairs.
Happy Tiger Tuesday. Happy Tiger Tuesday, everyone. I just want to start my communications off by saying, I know daylight savings is really winning right now. So just make sure you're using the resources on campus, like the meditation chairs, also the counseling center, just make sure you're putting your mental health first and using the resources that you pay for here on campus. And if you need help, knowing what resources to use, I'm always available to help you and direct you in the right place. On to my communications. Thank you for everyone that signed up for Street Team. I will be emailing you all about setting up a meeting just to further explain what it is and just get everyone up to speed before we do go ahead and start that process. We do have an official date for the coat drive, which is November 16th. That is next Thursday. So please bring all your coats that you have, your family have, whatever you can do, because the hub got more coats and they sold their last one again today. So they're out of coats again for the second time. So students really do need those. Any questions? Senator Kennedy?
I'm pretty sure
Your mic is on.
Oh, that's great. Hello?
Hello, okay. You might have mentioned this already. I just wanted to know the time and place for the coat drive, because you said next Thursday.
Yeah, it'll be in the office all day. So,
Okay.
9 to 5 our office hours.
Thank you.
And with that, I yield.
Public student organization.
Hi, everyone. Happy Tiger Tuesday.
Happy Tiger Tuesday.
I don't really have much to report on, but I want to make sure that everybody gets this information. It was in my weekly newsletter, but there will be a graduate
school workshop, coming up November 9, from 4 to 6:30. It is virtual, so if you are thinking about applying to graduate school and want to know more information about the application process and admission committee's values, then I would really highly suggest this, workshop. It is hosted by the Career Center. Part 1 will be how to write a personal statement, and part 2 will be just panel discussions, and you'll meet former Towson graduates who, graduated successfully to good careers. Yeah, that's all. Any questions?
Representative Delansky.
Okay, cool. I just have a question. Does the graduate program, like that workshop, does that apply to the accelerated programs, like the accelerated bachelor's, master's, like?
I think it should apply to everyone who's like thinking about graduate.
Okay, cool. Okay, thank you.
Senator Jackson.
Sorry, so this is like specifically for Towson graduate program or like anybody else who are grad school?
I'm gonna say any grad schools. Any other questions?
Director Edwards. Do you have a question?
I know the question. What time? 4 to 6:30 p.m. It's virtual. The link is on my weekly newsletter on the flyer, but you can also go on Handshake and look up graduate school workshop, and you can register on there. Any other questions? With that, I hear.
How are the new student development?
Hey everyone, so I have 2 announcements. So the freshman council report of the SGA for the event, the bonfire event. I will then explain more about what they plan to do during that event. And transfer council have a collab with ISA on Thursday, November 9, with a youth model, 5th grader. I will let the representative talk more about that event too. Question? Now with that, I yield.
What's up, everybody? It's a good day right now, I think. I thought after midterms, I'll be less busy in terms of I'm more busy now than I was during midterms. So I want everybody in the room to give a clap up to all the ROTC folks that spent a weekend out in the woods. I want to be fun. Okay, so like I said last week, I'm organized again. Pause up, shout out to Gold Quit. So the MVC, we're hiring and we're looking to hire dependent's not the right word. We're looking to hire a family member that's using education benefits. So if you guys know a family member that's using education benefits that wants to come work at the MVC, hit them up. The application is now open. It closes November 19th. Or even if you know veteran students that want a job, it's chill in the office. If you ever walk by, they'd be like, oh, here, we chilling. That's what we doing. More stuff. Veterans Day lunch, Eon, is Wednesday, November 8th. Veterans Day Town Hall, Thursday, November 9th. Veterans Day Resource Fair, y'all, this is a big one. This is the one y'all been volunteering for. We only got like 20 people signed up. There's like 20 people in the room. I know y'all in clubs and I know y'all need service hours. So, like send out what I sent you so that more people can sign up. And if you need the link again, I will send it to you again. Okay. Sunday, November 12th. The role so far is like more so people like directing traffic because a lot of people don't know where the union is. I'm sure their first time here, you didn't know where the union was. And then also like, there's like a little daycare gonna be set up, helping out with the kiddos. I'm sure a couple people wanna help out with that. I saw no eyes pop up, but it's okay if you want to, right? There's a military appreciation tailgate, Saturday, November 18th. If you guys know military people, tell them to pop out. You guys should be there anyways. So if y'all got a family member, just be like, hey, yo, pop out. You feel me? All right. Vets Giving's November 20th. that's a big thing. In the Military Veterans Center, we have a whole rack of food. We have a whole rack of vibes. So if y'all know a veteran student currently at Towson, let me know. And with that, I think questions.
For volunteering for the fair, if you haven't already, probably send the link to Director Adewale so she can put it in her weekly email for student orgs to volunteer.
You tell me to do that?
Yes.
Oh, that's a good idea. Be more like her. That's why she won, which one of the league. Any other questions? That I you.
Thank you very much for this discussion. Able to have this. National students, pretty much after this.
Hello, everybody. Happy Tiger Tuesday. I got a lengthy report, but I'm just gonna. That's okay. It's okay. My fault for all of this. So first starting off, congrats to Alpha Kappa Psi for their new initiative members this past weekend, and congrats to Phi Alpha for their new initiative members. So, sorry, it's a lot. So this week is Kappa Delta Shamrock Week. Their philanthropy is devoted to child abuse in America. They're having their Shamrock event on Wednesday at Barley's backyard. It's 5 tickets for entry. It's musical bingo. All the proceeds, 80% of the proceeds go towards the Baltimore area for reaching child abuse. But also the rest of the 20% of the proceeds go to the national organization. So if you see them around campus, try to donate towards their cause because their cause is important just like the other. Next, Alpha Sigma Rho is having their November presentation in the West Village Commons Ballrooms not next Thursday, November 17th at 7:30 p.m. They have their new members coming out on that date. November 20th is Movember event for PMA, Phi Alpha and the Ballroom. The tickets are $5 for entry. There's a panel discussion about men's mental health, but also men and their the issues that occur through mental health. So if that's something that interests you, go out for that. Tickets are $5. The MGC and the IGC are planning an open mic night on November 29th. It will be in Pause, the like theater area. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's in Pause. You'll see it, you know where it is. It's there. And then lastly, MPHC is holding they're holding a turkey giveaway at the Salvation Army on November 11th. Time and the day is November 11th, time is TBD as of right now. Once I have that, I can send that to you all so that you can share it with your specified community. Are there any questions? If not, then I yield.
University Residence Governor Representative.
Hi guys, happy Tiger Tuesday. So not a ton of updates, but the main one is the postage or like packages survey regarding the postal system changes in the union. The survey is complete. It's been approved by all parties. Now we just are figuring out like the timeline for how long it'll be open and the prizes that we're giving away. So NRHH, URG, and SGA have given a portion of the money to a sum of money to be distributed in the form of like doc dollars or Donnie dollars, and that'll go out to a select amount of students depending on how we allocate it. But we're just looking at a timeline for how long it'll be open and then how we're going to distribute Donnie dollars and stuff like that. But we're going to meet later to discuss that. Our donation drive that I've mentioned before with the hub, so regarding food, toiletries, and coats and clothing, We are postponing that until after fall break, so that'll be starting hopefully right after Thanksgiving break, but we're not quite sure yet just because it's been delayed because we have a lot of our members going to the Central Atlantic Regional Conference Concur. They're going this weekend, so everything's been postponed just a little bit. So I do ask if you guys could, while you're home on Thanksgiving break, if you have any stuff that you're donating, you know, you clean out your room and you're like, oh, I have some clothes or some, you know, after Thanksgiving, you have extra canned food. If you could bring that back and save that for the donation drive, that'd be great. Third, we have our Friendsgiving event. We have our annual Friendsgiving event on November 13th at 6 p.m. in West Village Ballroom A. It's really fun. Free food, free painting. We'll have painting for canvases and painting pumpkins and just a good time. We're ordering a lot of food, so please come and also please promote it. I emailed the flyer to Director of Communications, but I don't know if that was the right person to send that to, so yeah. And then, yeah, I think that's all. With that, I yield. Any questions? Wait, any questions? With that, I yield.
Your generation on it.
Happy Tiger Tuesday, everybody. So there's, if you guys are not aware, it's FAFSA week. We have had 2 events so far. So yesterday was the tabling event where we were able to educate a lot of students on what First Gen is and also give out food and give out treats and stuff. I want to say thank you to everyone who did come and show support yesterday. Also today, there were 3 Jeopardy sessions about FAFSA and how to pay for school and things like that. And it was a success. Tomorrow is National Gen 1 Day, so it's our really big event this week. It's going to be in the ballrooms from 11 to 2. I did send out a sign-up genius for anyone who would like to volunteer and get service hours. But yeah, it is tomorrow. And yeah, and then we also have, there's Thursday, we have the Gen 1 panel, and then following that, there's going to be a Gen 1 banner signing. And then also on Friday to end the week, we have dodgeball. So yeah, I hope to see you guys at some of the events this week. Oh, and also if you come to all the events this week, you can get a raffle. You put in a raffle for an iPad, and then if you just like a bingo card, you can get one like shirts and stuff. Yeah, any questions?
Y'all gonna be giving out those free shirts tomorrow at the event, like y'all did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna be there.
Okay, thank you. I need that program.
Very good. Any other questions? With that, I yield.
What's what council representative?
No report.
Transfer student representative?
Hey guys, okay, so Transfer Council is having an event this Thursday in CLA from 7 to 9 p.m. And we're playing Are You Smarter Than the 5th Graders? So I think you guys should come out. It's very encouraged. Please come out and support us. And we'll be having prizes and maybe snacks. So don't miss it. I yield.
Hey guys, don't mind my voice. I have a little bit of the sniffles, but I would not be here if it were to be passed on to you guys. Completely okay. We're gonna be having a trivia night coming up soon, with food and games as well as some snacks, hopefully. Like Community Outreach said, we will be collaborating with them to with their bonfire, and we're gonna be bringing in a poetry slam, which is gonna happen, I think, later on that night on November 15th from 6 to 8. So please come and join to say a poem or to try some more and hang out. We hope to see you. And with that, I yield.
All right, happy Tiger Tuesday, everybody. Do forgive my little sniffles. The boys tore me up this weekend. Hope y'all all had an amazing week so far. I know I'm quite tired myself because next early mornings. First on my list is the RSVP link. I remind that we will be having a dinner with President Ginsburg on December 7th from 5 to 7 p.m. I sent out the RSVP link last week on Friday, if I'm not mistaken. We only had 12 RSVPs so far, and that's like 60 of y'all in this organization. So those numbers to be going up. I believe those no later than November 17th, if I mentioned correctly. Representative Mark Robinson. You said 17th? Yes, the dinner is December 7th, but I need the RSVP by like November 17th. Next, Senator one-on-ones, reminder that I did send out the email for, Senator to schedule your one-on-ones with me and, Senator Coach Fort Lyons last week, so, that's, we'll be having it done this week, so if you haven't got the email, or you just don't see it, I can send it again. We want to get those out the way before, this we progress in the school year, so we can check on you all. Representative Moore said, Gym One Day is tomorrow, like one of their big events is tomorrow, so do please pop out for that. If you want to have some service hours, sign up to the link that she said, up in the group chat, if I'm not mistaken. So do that. And yeah, that's about it. If not, any opinions of the board?
There are no opinions on the board.
All right. Moving into a quorum call real quick before we start business. When I say your name, please just say here, President. Government Operations Chair Crosby.
Present.
Appropriations Chair White.
Present.
Senator Dutch. Senator Duro.
Present.
Senator Gentry. Senator Liu.
Present.
Senator So.
Present.
Senator Abu Mezi. Senator Chen.
Present.
Senator Uma. Senator Holland. Senator Bendu. Senator Jackson. Senator Williams. Senator Finney Wilson. All right, just to get a count real quick for the record. We have 14 here, one missing, and while we did the call, Senator Gentry and Senator Williams both stepped out on whatever personal privilege, so they're here, they're both right there, actually. Are there any motions on the floor? Government Operations Chair Crosby.
Motion to review resolution number 9.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Senator Drew. With that, we now move into a vote for reviewing resolution number 9. All those in favor? All those opposed? Abstaining? With that, the motion is passed. We can now move into the review of resolution number 9. Seeing that this is a confirmation. Seeing that resolution number 9 is a confirmation bill, I just ask that Amber Brisbane come up to the front really quickly and tell us just a little bit about why you would like to be in SGA. Thank you.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Hi, guys. I'm just gonna tell you a little bit about myself first. My name is Amber. I'm a junior. This is my first year at Towson. I transferred from Virginia Tech, and my major is information systems with a minor in accounting and finance. I really want to join SGA just for the simple fact that at my last school, I was not involved often. And I want to be in an organization that makes a difference. I want to be in an organization that thinks about the student, undergrad and grad transfers, incoming, just everything like that.
All right, thank you. Does anyone have any questions for her? All right, seeing none. Amber, I just asked that you just walk out very briefly while we discuss resolution number 9. Let's give her a round of applause, guys. Anyone like to speak on behalf of Amber, Government Operations Chair Crosby?
I don't know her at all, but she's a STEM major, high information system, and I represent my people, not that many of us in SGA, so I'll vote for it. And she seems passionate. That probably more important.
Director Palmer.
So I do know Amber, and she is a very dedicated individual. She is very interested in a lot of different student organizations on campus. I know she's interested in my organization, Bettering Black Minds, and she has expressed that she would like to get very familiar with the things, even though she is a transfer student. That's it. With that, I yield. Sorry.
Director Otis Hyam.
Just adding on to what Jasmine said, I met Amber during orientation. I was actually her orientation leader, and she was very curious about the things I did on campus, and she showed interest even before she actually started school at Towson. And she reached out to me like so many times on Instagram, like, how do I join SGA? And that's when I brought her to the office. And it's nice seeing her here, so I think y'all should, say that.
Anything further? Chief Justice Bennett?
Oh, yeah, so I think that Amber would make a really good addition to the J board. She shows really good enthusiasm, commitment, dedication, and I just think she just genuinely has a passion for this role. So I think she would do great in this position as part of the J board, the best branch.
Oh, thank you.
Attorney General Jala?
Yeah, I would just like to mention that, that day that she came into the office, she was asking me about what positions we had open. And, I gave her like the rundown of like what each branch does and everything. And like immediately after she left the office, her application was filled out and it was like almost perfect. So her interview also went very, very well. And I think she's a very great person to add to our team.
Government Operations Chair Crosby? Call the question.
A second.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Appropriations Chair White. And with that, we can now move into a vote for call to question. All those in favor? Hands high, please. All those opposed? Abstaining? With that, the call to question is passed, and we can now move into a vote on resolution number 9, which is the confirmation of Amber Brisbane to the Judicial Board. All those in favor? Hands high. All those opposed? Abstaining? With that, the motion is passed, and Amber Brisbane is now. All right, please let her in.
Wait, come back. Sorry. All right. So raise your right hand, please, and just repeat after me. Patty, my mouth, thank you. I do solemnly affirm.
I do solemnly affirm
That I will faithfully serve.
that I will faithfully serve
The students of Towson University.
the students of Towson University,
Execute all of the duties.
execute all of the duties
And responsibilities.
and responsibilities
Of this position.
of this position
And strive to achieve.
and strive to achieve
The high level of expectation.
the high level of expectation
That accompanies a position.
that accompanies the position
Within the Student Government Association.
within the Student Government Association
Of Towson University.
of Towson University.
I will preserve, protect, and defend.
I will preserve, protect, and defend
The Constitution.
the Constitution
And all other governing documents.
and all other governing documents
Of the Student Government Association.
of the Student Government Association
Of Towson University.
of Towson University
To the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations again. Director Battle. Granted. Are there any announcements? Director Farmer.
Hi, everyone. So this week, Bettering Black Minds will be hosting a Day in a Black Man's Mind. We have 3 of our lovely people in here as panelists. Bryce Lewis, Clifton Crosby Jr., and Jordan Copeland. Please come out and support them. It'll be in Lithical Hall, room 111, 6:30 to 8:30. We do have food. Food is first come, first served though. So if you don't get there on time, you're not eating. But yeah. 6:30, doors open at 6:15. Thursday, right after pre-meeting, so I would love to see you all there.
President Colquitt. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm done. How are you?
President Colquitt.
Y'all happy Tiger Tuesday again, just a reminder of the upcoming events we have. Do make note of those and plan to attend. If you can, the safety walk, I'm really excited for that one. Like I said, last year we got 18 lights fixed. And some were even newly established lights on campus that we just identified some dark areas. Also, I know it was announced that people shouldn't be on their laptops during GA, and also you should not be wearing head coverings, meaning head caps and beanies and such. It's not GA attire. So please respect the rules and the governing documents of this organization. Continually choosing to not do so, I mean, I just don't know why one would do that, but just don't do it. With that, I yield.
Graphic designer, Paco, I'm sorry, I couldn't see you.
Hello, everybody, happy Tiger Tuesday. I just wanted to talk about, what happened last week with the personality. I've kind of noticed throughout my time at SGA that there has been a lot of, personality and a lot of frustration that's been going on in the org. And I think that it's important for us to actually kind of talk about that as a group. I think like my personal time, I've had issues here and there, and I've also, when I've talked to the people, I've heard horror stories, and I've even talked to previous alumni, and they've had like not great things to say about this. And I think it's important to remind us that like we are supposed to be voice and light to.
Point of order, point of order, point of order. I'm sorry, this is just not an announcement, so I can't let you really go on.
Okay.
Was there an
Can I
announcement?
say to you one thing? I did.
If it's not an announcement, I can't say, I'm sorry.
Okay, it's just a form.
Point of order. A form, like to fill out?
Yeah.
Okay, you can make that.
Yeah, I'll just put a form in the group chat. Yeah, if you want to fill it out, then yeah.
That's it. Okay. Government Operations Chair Crosby.
And with that, I motion to adjourn.
I second. All right, thank you for the second. With that, we can move to vote on adjournment. All those in favor? All those opposed? Abstaining? With that, we're now adjourned.
Hey, can you please put your name plate in the box in the corner and take your piece of paper and your binders back down to the GA office? Thank you.